وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما ثم أما بعد فإن أصدق الحديث كلام الله وخير الهدي هدي نبينا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وشر الأمور محدثاتها وكل محدثة بدعة وكل بدعة ضلالة وكل ضلالة في النار أجارنا الله وإياكم من عذاب النار. Today inshallah we continue the best of speech, the best of the words, the best thing you can ever get to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala close with, which is the tafsir of the word of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the Quran. We finished, alhamdulillah, yesterday Surah Al-Ma'un, and today inshallah we will try to explain a great surah of the Quran, which is Quraysh. The Quran is very valuable. As we said, Surah Al-Ikhlas is equal to the third of Quran, and also Surah Al-Nasr is equal to a quarter of the Quran. And in the hadith, the Prophet ﷺ, a man approached him, and Rasulullah ﷺ asked him, "Are you married?" He said, "No." He said, "Why?" He said, "I can't afford." And Rasulullah ﷺ asked him, "Do you know Surah Nasr?" He said, "Yeah." He said, "Then this is enough for the marriage." Now some people think that because he is Hafiz, that's the mahar. No, that was not mahar. The mahar is teaching the Quran. Now teaching the Quran is one of the mahar. This is how valuable is Quran. It's your window to the life. If you want the dunya, you have to learn the Quran, because the Quran will explain and open the doors for you of the dunya. If you want the akhirah, learn the Quran, because it's your window to the akhirah, to know and understand how you're going to be prepared to meet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now, Surah Quraysh is one of the greatest surah, and it's been narrated by Ibn Abbas that this surah is Makkiyah. And we said many times how we distinguish between the Makki and the Madani. Now, why this is Makkiyah? Because it's already speaking about Quraysh. The surah where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala started saying, لِإِيلَافِ قُرَيْشٍ إِيلَافِهِمْ. This is one of the recitation way. There is also another one, لِإِيلَافِ قُرَيْشٍ إِيلَافِهِمُ رَبَّ هَذَا الْبَيْتِ. Now, لِإِيلَافِ قُرَيْشٍ means how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made them getting used to the trips they made twice a year. He said, لِإِيلَافِ قُرَيْشٍ إِيلَافِهِمْ what? رِحْلَةَ الشِّتَاءِ وَالصَّيْفِ. What was the trip of the winter and the summer? They used to do a trade. They were merchant. So in the winter, because these people live in the desert, it is hard for them to do the trade trips and the merchant trips in Syria or Sham, because that part of the Arab land is very cold. So when it's that cold, they go to the Yemen. And in the summer, they go to Sham. Now, by who grace and power they used to do this? It's Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is one of the understanding of that meaning. Also, some Sahaba said the meaning of لِإِيلَافِ قُرَيْشٍ إِيلَافِهِمْ is that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made them like one person. They loved each other, they protected each other, and they supported each other. And that made Quraysh the leaders of the whole region. And that also by the graces of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The graces of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala upon them was not that only they were protected and supported. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also, He protected Mecca when Abraha attacked the Kaaba planning to destroy it. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala keep reminding them of the graces that He had upon them. And that's why in the version of the Quran that being written by Ubay ibn Ka'b, he made Surah Quraysh and Fil one surah. Because they speak about the graces of Allah upon Quraysh. In the first, the graces that He made them one part, one heart. The other place where He protected them from the attack and the invasion that been held by Abraham. Now the Prophet ﷺ, and the hadith is narrated by Zubair ibn Awam and also by Hani bint Abi Talib. They said that the Prophet ﷺ, Quraysh is the greatest nation. Quraysh been given something no one before them ever been given that. No one after them will be given that. The first of all, they worshipped Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala 10 years. Nobody else was worshipping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala at the time. The second thing, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala chose them to be the place where the message of His last prophet comes from. And the third thing, that I was from them as a prophet. The fourth thing, they were being granted to be the servant of the house of the God. Nobody before them, nobody after them. To this day, they are the servant of the house of the God. They do, except in the Hujjaj, they do watering and giving them the water of Zamzam. The whole Arab tribes around Mecca and around Al-Hijaz, they respected Quraysh for that. They gave them a higher rank amongst the tribe because of that, because they are the servants of that house. They were the richest people at that moment. This is all the grace of Allah, and Allah reminds them of those graces. Why Allah reminds Quraysh? Because yet, with all these graces, you committed shirk. I give, and someone else get the thanks. I create, and someone else get all the credits. So He said, رحلة الشتاء والصيف. What did He say? فليعبدوا رب هذا البيت. They should worship the God of this house, not someone else. What did Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala do for them? He said, الذي أطعمهم من جوع وآمنهم من خوف. Now, the most important things for anyone is hunger and security. Anyone, any country, any place in the world. If these two things are not there, that country will be in danger. Look around you. Syria, Egypt, Libya, Afghanistan. What are the major problems? Insecurity, number one. Anyone want to do a business and he goes to a country, the first thing he check is what? How secure is that country? That's why Mecca is one of the most highest security in the world. Why? Ibrahim alayhi salam made a dua for Mecca. He said, رَبِّ جَعَلْ هَذَا بَلَدًا آمِنًا. What was the next dua? وَارْزُقْ أَهْلَهُ مِنَ الثَّمَرَاتِ. Ibrahim was so limited in his understanding of the grace of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He said, مَنْ آمَنَ مِنْهُمْ بِاللَّهِ وَالْيَوْمِ الْآخِرِ. Only those who believe in you, give them the rizq, give them the security. But what did Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say? He said, no. I will give it to everyone in that land, whether he believe in me or not. And on the day of judgment, I will judge him for his deed in dunya. Inshallah, we continue the tafsir tomorrow. هذا والله أعلم. وصلى الله وسلم على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم تسليما كثيرا وجزاكم الله خيرا.